should be working. If anybody is on here, you should be able to hear me right now. Yay, it's working. I can see your command. That's awesome. Well, now it's doing the loading. Loading. Boom. Okay, so... let's see what we uncover here. What's this? It's probably gonna be a bunch of old recordings and stuff in here. So yeah, basically, in case you didn't watch my previous videos, well, obviously I didn't start recording from the beginning of the game, but essentially this happens in the far future. At some point, like a few decades from now, humanity has invented machines that can self-replicate and that can perform any tasks. But some of the machines have obviously decided to rebel against mankind.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an
they were
important
self-replicating
message
and
regarding the
basically
purpose of your visit.
consuming biomass. So like everything on the surface they would consume to be able to feed their self-replication process. So humans found themselves stuck with a bunch of self-replicating killing machines.
A holographic
that were
theater.
just consuming the environment
One data intact.
power their
Initiating
self-replication
playback.
process. And there was a big war, and
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
that
I am
project
General
was what
Harris,
they came up with,
Chairman of the Joint
machines.
Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Okay, so now we're learning a bit more about what Zero Dawn was. So it was not a super weapon to destroy the robots.
Doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Also, Elizabeth Sobek was the engineer of Zero Dawn, but somehow
Kestrels. They got in through the vents.
she's
Let
also the
nothing
mother
stop you from learning the
of
truth.
Aloy.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Who?
She's coming
me?
for us! Yeah. I'm done! Am I done?
Come over here, bastards.
He died.
Okay.
The word of... Show me. Guide this through the heart
We're too close to the tribal crypt to stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Yeah, there's lots of
Really? That's
passageways.
interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
I just wish they would, like, just freaking tell us what it is.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical!
Okay, so they sent people on the ship.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
So I guess they built like a
Would you like to take a moment?
multi-generation
No, I just...
colony ship.
I
They
really
sent
hoped
people to space,
Zero
but
Dawn was a way
everybody
to
else on
undo
Earth
it
is
all.
dead.
My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
Molecular and cellular biology.
It is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them.
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor. Please.
Tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doc, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things? I know that there's already a lot to take in. In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family.
Oh, another vid. No.
Sobek. You've heard the bad news.
Oh, look, that's Mommy.
And it's all true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Well, so that was Secret of Zero Dawn.
But then...
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But... why Hades, then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And... Apollo... the Archive of Knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Yeah, that's right, Senna. That's pretty intense.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves they weren't cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. A better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. I think it's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be, atonement.
Okay, so where am I supposed to go now? Let's see. Whoops. Not into the wall, that's for sure. Those mushrooms have really good medicinal properties.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do, don't die now.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to die now, no worries. Can I get to them from here? Come on, just fucking die.
Let this slide.
got big fucking helmets. Alright. Tear blast arrow then, I guess. Uh-oh, that one is coming.
This is not me yet.
Fucking heavy weapons. Thank you for the vote of confidence, Senna.
Keep that for later.
Whoops. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Oh, I like your little purple hearts.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before.
Check.
Just need my focus.
Yeah, okay. Follow the cables. I have to go down there. This is so Batman. Arkham Asylum and Arkham City.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay, everything's in
There's a
reverse.
part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Okay, so down right, up left down. I guess. What's that? So left, that would be right. And then that one would be down. And then right, up, left. No? Not. They're all right, down, right, up, left. Okay. Maybe I need to do something else first. Or I have to just do that one just like it's written. Let's see.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Okay, so that door works. Is there anybody here? I don't see anyone. Oh, they could be upstairs though. Oh well.
Found one. Looks intact.
There we go.
That should do the trick. Now
No.
let's get that door open.
Down, right. Whoops! I didn't mean to strike it. Sorry. Down, right. Up, left, down. What am I saying there? Up, left, and down. What? That didn't work? I don't think there's a C4 equivalent for breaking through walls, except like for the enemies. Like the enemies have ways of like absolutely destroying everything. Like they can actually destroy the environment. And that is, yeah. When you're trying to hide behind boxes or platforms, they can actually destroy them while you're standing on them. That's not very fun. Oops. That one has to... Okay, so the first one has to be down. They said it was down, and then it would have to be left next. Second one is right. Okay, so that would be right. Then that one would be up. I'm doing everything backwards. That one would be to the left. Then the other one would be down. It's still not working. Yes, that's kind of scary. Minutes into this again.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay, maybe it was just the guy who did his job wrong once and the rest is all fixed now. Let's just do it as it is on there. So like up, left, down, right, up. Down, right, and up. It's also not working. What the hell? Up, left, down, right, up. And the piece that I have to retrieve is also not reverse. Oh gosh, let me see, like... Wait, okay, now I see it, yeah. The Pharaoh sign is downwards. So like, that one has to be down. The next one should be left. The other one is up. That one is to the right. And that one has to be down. Please work.
That did it.
Yes.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Well, that was kind of stupid. Yeah. I should just have looked at the sign right from the start. I would have saved myself some trouble. Okay, now that door is gonna open. Uh-oh. I have a bunch of cool friends right
Eclipse.
here.
They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Yeah, those guys are basically worshipping an AI that's called Hades. And Hades is a very, very bad guy. Look at that guy's alone.
Or not.
Yep, the shadow gives you strength. Oh, heavy.
I'll not escape the shadow! Fear the power of the...
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
That's easy for you to say, Silence. You're just some fucking communicator device and just telling me what to do. What's up there? Nothing good. There we go. Might need those for some heavy armor machines. Okay, so
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulation, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
because of Hades. But like, why is Hades there? Guess we'll find out. Oh hey, my little friends. Give me some shards so I can make more arrows.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. More clips.
Careful now.
Ah shit, doesn't go between the railings. Okay. I'm actually gonna have to go down there. Damn it. And here. I thought I could just attack the whole of them, like a whole lot of them just from up here and stay safe. Guess that would be too easy. Yeah, would have been too easy.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaju. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries, 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third,
hey, no French.
The transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
I'm wondering though, should I try to go get rid of the guys in the other room? Probably. Don't want them to come after me.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
Gonna lay a few traps for anyone who could try to come over here. Okay, now let's see. Arrow in the head. Yeah, exactly. If I kill them, I won't have to worry about them coming after me. Like, they're not coming after me right now. Like, oh dude, I just killed one of you, dude. Where are you? There's another one I killed. I guess I will kill another. Okay. Let's see if they're gonna come. Oh! I think somebody just exploded themselves. Come on, walk into it. Come to me. Come to mama.
Looks like I'm clear.
Oh my god, my wife is shaking her ass in front of me now. That was distracting.
Let's make this quick.
Stop moving and get my arrow in the face. Oh gosh, she's grabbing my boobs.
Stop dawdling!
That's distracting. Tickles. Come here, come here. Damn it. Look into it. Come on. There. Yay. I know, right? Here I am trying to play a zero-use game and I'm getting a show of like butt shaking and like, yeah, the squish is very distracting. Not complaining though, I mean, obviously. Okay, so
The last of them. Alone once more.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
oops. Yep. Well, you know how it is, girlfriend.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaju. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory.
That's where the arrow was pointing. Well, it's a good thing I got rid of them after all.
Can't carry more.
Okay, so it was that way. Wonder if I'm supposed to go over there. Yeah, probably. Alright. Now, where else?
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app.
That's
now,
Hades.
I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over.
Oh gosh.
Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Looks like the only way onwards.
So like obviously I thought that something was wrong and now it wants to erase
Welcome
everything
to
again.
Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist.
What I think they are.
I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances. But, as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collision, provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of technologies, of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Yeah, Patrick Brochard-Klein, of course that's in French. Okay. So then up. And around.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Is there anyone around here? No.
Would benefit from antilocanate morphologies, though Kempered forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, May I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Let's try and see. Odyssey has failed. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargoes, the goods and seats, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed. Elizabeth. Okay, well, the spaceship didn't work out after all. That sucks for everybody who was on it.
Full already.
What's on here? Where do I have to go next? Is there a... It's telling me that I have to go there all the time. 3 steps. Oh, okay, access.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Baby who gave birth to me.
Who?
The tube.
Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Well, Gaia created her to go beat some 80s ass. Oh gosh.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Uh-oh. The big bad.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Oh no, indeed. It's pretty much a fuck moment.
My
Damn it.
entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
If you're gonna go on babbling like this all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no, we're in no hurry, you and I. Not now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain, I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and yet did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then close the cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Well, that's gonna be a challenge.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Oh shit, corruptors.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eyes of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
Shit.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. Gotta get out of the way. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. That did it. One more pillar and that platform will come down. And my weapon's built.
Fucking corruption all over the place. Damn it.
I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars.
It's hard to run with that thing behind you, no?
That makes a mess.
Come here.
It's down.
Whoops. Change my armor though, I think.
Hey!
as for melee attacks. A bit better maybe. Although that one is better for the corruption. Oh well. I'll go with what I have.
Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Oh, fuck.
That canister on its belly. Looks important. Those components on the sides of his head. They've got something to do with his swift attacks.
Have to go on the other side. Ah, fuck. Damn it, stop moving! There. There. Fuck yeah. Okay.
Freeze canister on its head. Cryo area should set it up.
Ouch! That hurt. Damn it, now go back to those with like... Stop moving! Damn it! Yes. Okay, I've got one down. Damn it! Fuck you! Ah! He's moving all the time, that's so annoying. Oh, fuck! Fuck you! I need to make him lose all that armor. Come at me, bro. And fuck you. No. God damn it. Come on, give her a break, damn it.
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Hey, that's silence. Yes. Well, that was a bit more uplifting.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
Yes, for game purpose, she needs it.
Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Yeah.
Right. How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Well, Gaia should be there at least. Mother Nature. Okay. I'm gonna need to replenish my potions and my plants.
One foot in front of the other.
I'll make myself harder to see. And I can just like quick travel, like fast travel back home though. I mean, I'll go there. Uh-oh. Fast travel is not allowed. Okay. Well, that sucks. That means that the Shadow Karja are like close to home now. Yeah, it's bad news when you can't fast travel home. It's basically when you suddenly can't use a bonfire in Dark Souls. Like, you know that something has happened there. Let us save. There we go. Okay.
Need them soon enough.
Mostly I need medicinal plants. Yep, exactly. There's a game event going on. If we just like go by what's been happening in the game so far, it's not a good thing for the tribe that I come from. I'll probably have to save their asses or something. Okay, so how do I get up there again? Oh, just...
That smell. Trees on fire. The embrace.
Uh-oh.
The watchtower's burning, but the sentinels had time to warn the tribe.
Trees on fire. That's not good. Shit, the gate is closed. How do I get there? Fuck. Okay. Well, that just became complicated. I want to go through that door, but I can't. Yeah, I think there is. That's what I'm trying to see. I'm just... Oh gosh. What on earth? That's Mother's Cradle. It's like... It's one of the villages. Oh god. Don't come for me. Yeah. They're in my hometown now. Not a good thing. Wonder if I can evade it and just... Oh god. Here. Oh shit, that didn't work. Okay then. Come over here. Damn it. Don't. Oh, fuck. Don't go around. Damn you. I laid traps for you. Oh well. If they're gonna run after me over there. There's a shitload of them. My god. There's a behemoth over there. Those things are really like trouble. Oh! Wrong weapon. Yeah, goddesses indeed.
There's cradle. Race to the ground.
Oh, they've been around though. Shut your mouth, you bad dude. I like to headshot those motherfuckers.
They took captives.
Okay, so let's see. Get up, get up, get up.
This is it for you.
Fall before the shadow.
You cannot hide from us.
On your feet, braves. The tribe needs you.
From your lips to the goddess's ears.
Can you fight?
Gladly.
Any more survivors?
All who could fled to Mother's Watch. We stayed back to buy them time.
Well, got a few tribesmen to help around at least. And yeah, she can be kick-ass when like she goes all like headshot like on everyone. Frickin' machine over there.
It's devastated. For years, this is my entire world. It could be destroyed in hours. I've never heard the embrace so quiet. So dead.
I'm gonna go to sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try some more fun, and I'll go to bed before too long too. It was fun having you there. So, good night to you, Senna. Very sweet dreams to you and Alex. Talk to you tomorrow. Yes, more talking tomorrow, definitely. Good night, girls. I yell you. I wonder who the three people who are watching, like, who they are.
Now they're hunting me.
Well, that's just a watcher over there. No need to go dispatch it. I need to get up there.
Might have to climb to catch her. That door.
Oh, fuck you. He's got quite a few arrows in him. He should be down, damn it. Man, that guy should have been dead a while ago. He was an elite cultist. Well, I guess this explains that.
She went that way. The eclipse smashed through.
Oh shit. What? I jumped at the wrong moment. Fuck. Fuck you, Corruptor. Five watching now. Who the heck are all those people watching? Fuck you. shooting at me now. I wish some of them had potions on them though. Corruption, blaze, root, that's not what I need. That's more like it.
Must always said, patience.
Back to position.
Oh, a full health potion, good. And a regular health potion, just as good. Resist corruption.
I give up. The shadow doesn't reveal all. Shadow, take you.
Well, there you go, dude. You get hit with an arrow in the face. What is up there? I don't like that noise. To me. Dumb ass.
Keep quiet now.
What is that guy doing? Looked like he was dancing like an idiot. I needed some more branches in case I needed to make more arrows, which is, let's be frank, unrealistic.
Back to your business.
Sure, I'll need to make more.
Never know when I might need these.
Pretty soon, I'm afraid I'm gonna need these.
Eclipse. It's corrupted Thunderjaw, all right. The survivors must be holed up in the mountain. If the tunnel collapses, they'll be buried. And I'll never reach the hatch.
That's right! Bring down the mountain!
Jesus, god damn it, how am I gonna be able to do this?
You dug your own graves, Nora! You'll be buried in there! How this machine rages! When their nest cracks open, we'll send in the demons to finish the job!
Braves, to Aloy's side, now!
For Aloy!
For the...
Oh my gosh, they're gonna get massacred. Don't go to that thing, guys.
Laurel and Sona, they're still alive.
Track it down!
Sorry. I must make sure that thing doesn't see me. Bullshit. Fuck. The fuck? It shoots through the mountain? That's not very fair now. Somewhere. Yes, there's another one over there.
May the goddess remember!
That
hurt. We did it! We did it! Aloy did it! We only helped. Thought we were done.
Yeah, good. At least they can admit it. I fucking did it. Ooh, there's some legendary item there. Plus 42% fire coil, shock coil, handling coil, that's for a weapon. Okay, well, that's not too bad. Let's see if I can modify a like piece of armor. Is the North survivor? Resist fire? Maybe that one. Mortier. There we go. That one is gonna tear a lot more ass. Shadow Warbow. Shock Coil, I can boost it even more. Here we go. That one I use in case I need to use the fire attacks. Okay. Should put that on in case I get more attacks with corruption.
Aloy, your deeds reenact the old stories. Another metal devil struck down upon the slopes. If you hadn't returned, the tribe would have been lost.
Yep.
You saved the tribe. Did what no brave or war chief could do.
I'm glad to see you're all right, Varl. You are all right.
Since the proving. So much death. Is the killing over?
For now, but this was just one battle, Varl. There are more to come.
I see. So long as we have you to fight with us, I suppose we'll make do.
How many survived the attack?
Nearly all the matriarchs, and many families, goddess be praised. But braves, just a few, and most of them are wounded. Never before has an enemy stabbed the heart of our people like this. Even the Karja, in all their red raids, never broke through to the Embrace.
Well, this enemy may have broken through, but they never got back out. We made sure of that.
Well, that's a badass
Tell
way
me
of
about
saying
the
it.
attack. What happened?
They struck from the east. Our sentinels saw the killers coming. Said that beside them marched Deathbringers and Corruptors and other machines, driven mad. We took ground, met them with clouds of arrows. Some fell, but they kept coming. Finally, we withdrew to the gates of the Embrace to make our stand. But they were too much for us. Those who survived fell back to the mountain.
So the survivors took shelter in the mountain? By law, only matriarchs are allowed inside.
It was Tirsa who broke the taboo, ordered the tribe into the mountain for safety. Lansra, well, she didn't agree. But I don't think anyone heard her over all the screams and shouting.
Tirsa's decisions saved lives. Good for her. Common sense isn't always so common around here. Are your injuries serious?
Bruises pale. Bones heal.
Don't give me a hunting song, Varl. Are you okay?
My body aches, but it's nothing that will keep me from fighting.
I need to go inside the mountain.
And the matriarchs will be eager to see you.
I'm sure, but I didn't come here for them.
Then, what for?
You will see.
At least I should not meet any enemies down there because they didn't get in.
Aloy,
Oh, you've returned.
Teb? May my deeds live on in the goddess's memory.
Aloy, you've come back. So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of All-Mother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Well.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
That works. Okay, now let's see then.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Yep. She never stopped. Let's go.
So this is Estel-Lia. This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
So this was it.
Where you were born.
But why?
Sorry. The tickets and storage and everything, yeah. This is a room where they grew babies. Or at least where they stored them.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in time, in...
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted. Except yours. Damn sentinels. Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer!
That's a sentinel on the wall there attacking the children.
Go away!
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to Lyceum, a place of learning.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Okay, so it was a place where
Hello, child.
they could learn.
My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and
Maybe
possibility.
there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Prioritize access, Dr. Sobek. Please scan message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Station initiated. Multi-servitor power malfunction. E9 sealed. E9 operations suspended. Okay. It's here now. Hey, Gaia.
Elizabeth. This message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature.
What?
Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobek, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. What if... Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
Yep. Mother Earth is her mum.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
Well...
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Illusion now. Route 1 access unsealed.
This is going to be interesting.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy! That she may forge the path for others to follow.
She went into All-Mother Mountain and was anointed by the goddess herself.
She went into... All Mother spoke to her.
The Anointed will cleanse the corruption beyond the sacred line.
The snow's got a bite out here.
Well, that was an interesting trip. Hey, a merchant. Finally I can get rid of some crap in my backpack. I don't need all those metal vessels, come on. Scrapper lenses. It's a lot of fatty meat, but at least I can make some stuff out of it. What do they have to sell? Well, not much. Yeah, at least I can get some potions again.
Yeah, this is useful.
I wonder if I can get rid of some modifications that are a bit underpowered, I guess I could say. Yeah, that I don't need. That I don't need. That resist fire is kinda lame. I mean, I have two very good corruption coils there, so I don't need that. Okay, well, let's do this then. Save again. Hey, there's people watching now. Do I have to go now? Where's that bitter climb place? Let's look on the map. Okay, that's where it is. That's where I'm going. there, other person watching. Alright. Let's go see what's up there.
That'll help. So they will
killed a Nora yet. Should be
This'll ruin you.
Bandits, huh? Are there more of them? I don't see any. Okay, so now what then? Gonna have to climb up there, I guess.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
The hell? I've done some stupid now. Fuck. I honestly don't see where I'm supposed to go though. Maybe it's the light, but right. Okay, now I see. Ooh.
Stalkers in the open. Watchers on the other side.
Well, I'm gonna want to be extra careful with those goddamn stalkers. I see only one. Oh god, they're all coming in. That was stupid, wasn't it? That was a lot of machines all of a sudden. I didn't do too bad, I guess. Still, I guess I should go more stealthy. No need to get into more trouble than necessary, I think. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, useful.
I wonder if I have a lot of skill points. Yeah, okay. So I can get the triple shot, fast reload, or fighting back. Maybe I can get more resources to could be useful. I mean, ammo is not something that I'm gonna need less of. That's for sure.
Do they think they're guarding Gaia?
I doubt they think at all. More like an instinct, gathering them to her grave.
I guess I won't try to fight them unless it's absolutely necessary. They're not bad machines, they're not corrupted or anything. Hades has not taken over them.
First comes cold, and the snowfall.
I just hope they don't see me. Keep on going there. Hard to see. Well, it's here. Oh shit, it's that lit.
Spotted. Guessing that I'm almost there.
Correct.
I need to build some distance between me and that thing. going? What the heck is it?
Guard you've got, Gaia.
Achievement. All combat machines down or defeated. It's not too bad once you get its electrical core damaged. I mean, it still packs quite a wallet, but it's a bit easier to beat. And now I can keep on going up without being bothered. Here we go. Oh hey, there's a watcher. I thought everybody was gone for the night. I guess not.
place. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
Well, so I'm gonna have to do some more climbing, I take it.
You made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
What?
Damn it.
She actually comments on it? Okay. Never tell a player don't do something. You know we'll do it. Here we go.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key.
Well,
Key
look,
in human
doors
form.
always open better with the key.
The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years, and we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
It's
What isn't that
time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embers before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
Mind your footing.
Vegan Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
I don't like the noise and the bit of shaking that happened right there. Gosh. Man, she can't climb on there.
Guess that's my way across.
That's not very fun. Whoa! Okay, girl. Let's do this.
It's held like this for 19 years, right?
Well,
Don't answer. Oh, glad that's over.
That is over. Come on, Aloy. You know we're not done here. Oh, so where do I go now? Oh, down here. No. Oh, there's a door there. I feel dumb. Okay. Here we go. Down, down, and down.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Further up, yes.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradis-Sade zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's logs are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well...
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Mice and gods. Oh, hi. I'm from Canada. Where are you from? Mice and gods.
Elizabeth. What is this?
Yes, I'm French Canadian.
I'm logging this 6 hours after final
I have an
deployment of Gaia
accent.
Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned.
So you're from the
Gaia
States, huh?
Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters.
East Coast
But this one
or
closed with a
West?
10 millimeter gap.
Maybe you're in the
Enough for an
center?
energy signature
Midwest?
to bleed through.
South?
Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for. Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing. It should be Liz's decision. So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Who
Okay,
is that
everyone.
guy?
I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So... happy trails, Liz. And... see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
Yeah, Canada is a
That
beautiful
was
country.
the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek.
Although there are lots
She
of
gave
beautiful
everything for the
countries.
hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her
So,
people bickered, she was
Mice
the one
and
who took
Gods,
responsibility.
did you watch, like,
The only one who could.
you've been watching for a while? Did you play this one?
That's not what I said.
She was.
Oh, I like this game so far.
You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
I don't think I would have spent the hours playing it if I didn't like it. It's good.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
Have some hard silence, goddammit.
Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
The accent puzzled you, didn't it? Yeah, it happens. But yes, I love this game. I really love Aloy. I love the hunting, the beasts. Crafting is kind of okay. The whole stealthy attacks and everything, that's pretty good though. It reminds me a bit of like The Witcher, Witcher 3 mostly, like mixed, maybe with aspects of Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4, and like bits of Mass Effect and stuff like that, mostly in the sci-fi. And of course, like when she uses the focus, it reminds me a lot of Batman Arkham games, like Arkham City. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. I mean, the story might have some cliches to it, I guess, but it's pretty good. Yeah, this late you get a lot of Brits and Aussies. Destroy a might. I'm horrible at doing other accents. Yeah, I know my games well. Guess I've been playing for a while. I mean, I'm 41, so it's like I started playing back in the
There's
days
another
of
section at the back of the crater.
Atari
Looks like
Pong
it survived the
for
blast.
home. So
Because it was
yeah.
armored. You found the control room.
I'm on my way.
You could say I'm a bit of a gamer, I suppose. I mean, I'm not the best, but I've played a lot of games. Yeah, how strange is it that you, like, somebody would watch, like, a gamer play games at this hour of the night? I mean, you're obviously a gamer, too. I don't even know, like, where's this going like this? Okay. I found it. Or did I? Oh, you're 41. Born in 1976 too, huh? That's pretty cool. Oh, a lot of dead bodies around here.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
Well, they all died.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance? Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is...
Just get on with it.
I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease.
Yeah, I guess I'm
There's a
around
cure, and we're
75 to
gonna give them the
80%
disease.
done with it.
Our disease?
I have no idea where this is in, like, in the
it's not too
storyline
late.
so far.
If we're willing to sacrifice.
It
But
doesn't need to be like
I'm
this.
at the
It
point
already
where I'm
is.
learning how to get rid of 80s and...
I did it 3 minutes ago. I've
then I
purged
have to
Apollo.
restart
It's
Gaia.
done. All of it. Every copy.
Sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture!
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Captain Atmosphere.
Okay, so killed everyone and then decided that people who would come the people who would come after wouldn't have the knowledge from those days. Like how are the people coming after supposed to, like, not repeat the mistakes if they don't know what went wrong? Sometimes you need a warning.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
Yeah, I'm curious about the New Game Plus. Like, I'll probably try it out. I mean, normally, like, I'm not a big fan of New Game Plus, except maybe in, like, Dark Souls and Bloodborne, stuff like that. But in this case, I think I will try it. It is a very well-made game, and I like the themes of superstitious beliefs versus scientific knowledge, and the way it like treated the whole apocalypse idea with like basically the self-replicating machines and everything.
Is that good?
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
I thought it was a very different way of dealing with it. Like, oh wait, I should have paid attention. I'm gonna have to redo the whole trip back up, I guess. Not too bad. Why isn't she going up? I can just climb back. Back up there now. There.
You're
there he is, for real now.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
More twists. Okay.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse, everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
What games do I gravitate to? Well, that really depends. I admit I'm a big Soulsborne fan. I've been a fan of the Souls game since basically Demon Souls. I've put like hundreds and hundreds of hours into those. So I didn't really have much time to try too many games that take a long time, except I always put some time aside to play some of my favorite series. I would say things like Mass Effect, although I didn't go crazy about Andromeda. I finished it and I didn't really feel the need to go right back at it, which is kind of sad because it looks like EA has effectively killed Andromeda as a series. I love the Dragon Age games. Aside from the whole open world aspect to the newest one, Inquisition. I play pretty much everything. I've tried MMOs, gave up on World of Warcraft because I found that the whole randomization aspect, and especially in Legion, was kind of annoying. Yeah, Andromeda was a bit of a mess. I think it was too full of very unfinished threads that now sadly will never see an end. But then again, I was not a big fan of the endings to Mass Effect 3 either. I like some adventure games. Sometimes I also play walking simulators, I guess you could call them that. So I try pretty much everything. Driving simulations, like I love Euro Truck Driver simulation. It's kind of like, well, I wouldn't say it's a guilty pleasure, it's just very fun. Sometimes I play visual novels. Mostly I tend to gravitate towards the adventure games, like Horizon. The Witcher 3 is also one of my favorites. I know that lots of people have some issues with how the open world and the side quests can sort of take you away from the main plot, but it was never quite a problem to me. I really loved getting into that one. Much more so than in The Witcher 2, although it seems to be a favorite for lots of people, but I really loved The Witcher 3 the best. Ciri in particular was very badass. Some smaller games too, like some more experimental stuff, indie games, like and semi-indie games, I guess you could say. Like I haven't tried Hellblade yet, Senua's Sacrifice, but I really want to try that one. So yeah, but mostly I'm just really big Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Bloodborne. Not like Bloodborne is totally my favorite of the bunch.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before.
Yep, Witcher 3 was a masterpiece. I'm really looking forward to Cyberpunk.
This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice.
Like, so Cyberpunk is something that is like part of my DNA, because I played that like as a pen and paper RPG back in my high school days, back when it was new, like Cyberpunk 2020. And like when I heard that they picked up the franchise, from its creator even, and that he was participating also in its creation, like for the game. I was like, okay, so this is gonna be good. This is gonna be so good, because it's like they're a relatively small team, but like what they did with The Witcher 3 is like it's amazing. Like, and even if you compare it to games that came out around the same time, like Dragon Age Inquisition, that was made by such a bigger team that worked with us with a much bigger budget, but like The Witcher 3 is like on a level above it. Like it's still amazing, especially with the DLC. It's just like blood and wine. It's just so great. I only have good things to say about The Witcher 3. Like, it got to me like at several moments in the game.
What did it want to know about the spire?
Yeah, go ahead.
Its
If you have
precise
questions,
location,
go ahead.
the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
So, you're asking from the paper game to the video game. I hear they're attempting to stay true. Do you get that vibe from the info? Well, yes. I mean, from the involvement of Mike Pondsmith, who was like the creator behind the original pen and paper versions, like Cyberpunk 2013 and then 2020. And then there was a third version that I didn't play, but that he was also involved with because it's his baby. Like, I get the vibe that what they're doing with Cyberpunk 2077, it's gonna remain pretty much true to the spirit of the original pen and paper game. I mean, of course, it's taking place further into the future of Cyberpunk, but like they're going to have the same ideas, basically, like the implants to learn different skills, to be able to speak different languages. They're gonna have Night City in there as well, the same corporations. Like they're gonna try working with the same idea, like for the classes, like the Deckers and not the Street Samurai. They were called Solos in Cyberpunk and all that stuff. So it's gonna be the world of Cyberpunk, but like evolved, like 50 years after the world that I remember from playing. Like, I don't know how much of the world they're gonna include. Personally, if they just went with Night City, but like made it a really huge living city, I would be happy with that. But from what I get, yeah, it seems like it's gonna stay true to the spirit of the original Cyberpunk game. Yeah, there are, in the world of Cyberpunk, of course, like it's a big international world. It's globalized, and corporations have basically taken over the world. They have more power than the countries, like than the states, which was something that was always part of the whole Cyberpunk dystopian ideas. Back in the 80s, that was something that they could see. You know, they saw it happen, they saw it coming. And like if you just go to the books of authors like William Gibson, that was always part of the whole story. So yeah, there are people who speak lots of different language, even in Night City, because there's a lot of corporations that are fighting it out there. And like even in the independent paper game, if you wanted to go, say, for a Japanese corporation or Chinese or a Russian one, like most of the employees there would be speaking those languages, and if your characters were not equipped like with the proper implants to learn them, or if they didn't learn them like part of the character's history, then you wouldn't be able to understand anything that people said. It would make it harder to infiltrate organizations and stuff. So yeah, like language implants were something that you could do. You could switch language implants depending on the needs. You could boost your characters with cybernetics and stuff as well. So I'm really curious about how it will actually play out. But options for your characters in Cyberpunk 2020 were pretty limitless. As long as your characters got the credits, they could pretty much like transform their characters to become full cyborg. But you had to be careful too, which is something I'm interested to see if it's still going to be there in 2077, because every time you got implants, you ran the risk of getting what I don't remember the specific name for it, but it was like a cyber frenzy that basically your brain would have trouble adapting to the cybernetics, and the more implants you got, the closer you were to going berserk due to too much implant, and it would fry your brain and basically turn you into a machine. So yeah, I'm curious to see if that will still be there, or if that will even play a role in the plot at all. Yeah, it was basically like overheating, so like the more cybernetic implants you got, the more difficult it was for your character to adapt to it.
What made you turn on Hades?
Basically the same as you would have to roll constitution saves for characters in Dungeons and Dragons. You had to roll saves for your cybernetics.
I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you.
But yes, it's a great game mechanic.
Take my lance. Fit the master override
I don't know how they would integrate it.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in.
Maybe it would just be like a limitation.
Exactly.
Like, you can't get more than this amount of implants depending on your character's humanity or whatever. But yeah, they could certainly do it.
Elsewhere.
Or maybe you could lose control of
there's so much more to discover
some different aspects of gameplay.
And all this?
If you were too reckless
with you, of course.
Your implants.
As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
I'm just really excited to be able to travel in places like Night City. Because that was basically like the big location. Yeah, with Deus Ex you could overload on implants, that's true. Receive the powerful weapon. That's an achievement. Okay.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
How do I get down from here? I did not choose a character. I was the games master. We had like a role-playing club for like in school. Whoops. Okay, so that was definitely not the way down. I thought she could grab the cable. Oh well. Yeah, we had a club, like a role-playing club in high school, and like there's actually a very funny but kind of sad story at the same time. Like it was the 90s, so like the whole
I have to tell Avad
like
that the
madness like about Satanism and everything
defend the city.
was over, but still. How do I get down here? It tells me to go down, but I can't like use the cables, obviously. Oh well. So anyway, we have this club and we play different games, including Cyberpunk, and we leave all the books at school. And the thing is, what happened? Like the principal went and looked at all the books. Yeah, I was metal. I was metal back then too. So yeah, he looks at all the books and then he comes upon like Solo of Fortune, like the supplements for Cyberpunk, which if you've ever seen them, they look kind of like magazines with advertising for guns and everything. So it has pictures and stuff. So they look like actual guns that people would want to purchase. And so he comes across the Solo of Fortune books and the Chromebooks. Like Chromebook were basically like style, and it was about armor and clothes and cybernetics for your characters. And he goes like, "What the fuck is that shit?" Basically.
Easy, easy.
And it had that we were like, I don't know, like obsessed about guns and violence and everything. And so he shut down the fucking role-playing club because of that. So Cyberpunk 2020 actually caused the closure of our role-playing game club at school. But yeah, if you're curious, you can just look up the Solo of Fortune books, and they'll give you an idea what it was like. Basically, one of them, like on the cover, like there was a photo of a guy with like leather jacket and everything, and he had guns. That was a while before Columbine, but in Canada there had actually been a school shooting at Polytechnic at the time, which a gunman killed several girls. Yeah, so he saw that and he thought like, oh my gosh, you know, like maybe they're gonna be violent and they need help, or maybe we should send them to the school counselor. And yeah, it was just pretty crazy to be summoned by the principal and be told that we couldn't play role-playing games anymore because it was full of violent imagery, and that it made kids want to get involved with cults and violent groups and stuff like that. And it was like, what the hell are you talking about? This is a role-playing game, you know? We're not out on the street like dealing drugs or anything. We're just playing characters for fun. So it's like, okay. Well, looks like I'm not gonna be able to get down. Whoops. Okay. Well, that's a situation. I think I can get out of this. Well, that's not how I plan to get down there, but I guess it will do.
Not done yet.
Yeah, the great Satanist witch hunts of the 80s and 90s. It was actually worse, like in places like Norway, where my wife comes from, like because of the whole Vargans deal. Okay, so you say, I remember walking around in a Metallica Ride the Lightning shirt and people asking you if you worshipped Satan. You were like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I mean, Metallica, they were not even like remotely satanic or anything. And they were thrash metal, and like thrash metal was not the most satanic thing ever. I mean, come on. Bands like Slayer maybe
Clear that up later.
pissed off some people because of the whole like references to Dr. Death basically, and the death camps and everything. But like it was thrash metal. They were more about like being rebellious and standing against the state and all that.
Yeah, it's guarded all right. But I can get through this.
Yes, Norway is beautiful. wonder if I can just quick, like, fast travel there. Yeah, Slayer and stuff, that was great stuff. I mean, I was more into doom metal, I guess at the time. But yeah, I mean, I remember being an outcast in high school for several reasons. I mean, I was a nerd after all, but yeah, being a metalhead definitely didn't help. Definitely didn't help. Yeah, typo negative, or even like old school Black Sabbath, like in the days of Ozzy Osbourne, because after that it kind of changed direction a bit. But yeah, like old school metal had like some things that were a bit more thrashy, I guess you could say, back in the days of like hair metal. But old school doom was good, and also like pretty early black metal, I guess you could say. Stuff like Venom, things like that. Venom itself was more thrash, but like when they came up with that song Black Metal, kind of gave rise to the rest, you know. Like then you got like bands like Bathory and Celtic Frost, things like that. But there was stuff like Saint Vitus, Cathedral, bands like that. I love that. I guess you could say that Celtic Frost was a bit more doom, though. Yes, fairies wear boots, and you gotta believe it. Fairies Wear Boots is a pretty good song. Oh, and also, I have to say, like, Candlemas, like, we are bewitched. It's like, it's just a video to that song, to like, Candlemas is Bewitched. It's just so fucking hilarious. Like, the way they all march with their heads down. You wanna know if my wife is a gamer too? Oh, you don't ask too many questions. That's fine. My wife is kind of a gamer. She's more into portable games, like I think GBA and DS were her favorite systems. Now she has a 3DS. She enjoys games like Pikmin and stuff like that. Oh, Guar was your favorite. You wanted the worst, you got the worst. Yeah, Guar. they know how to put on a show, that's for sure. Like the costumes and everything, and even like that offshoot they had in the 90s, like I think it was green jelly. That was pretty funny too. Like, but yeah, my wife loves portable games a lot. She loves games that are cute, which I also like. She absolutely beats my ass at Tetris. Like, she's the kind that can play classic Tetris all the way to the end. So it's like, you know, like when it goes too fast and you don't have like the benefit of having all those extra pieces that you can keep, or the extra rotations at the end, like, you know, that you can do. When you were in Canada, you saw a girl group doing guar. Oh my god. I would have wanted to see that.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Yeah.
Aloy.
Tetris is fun when you win.
Allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
She's also interested, like, basically in any game that is a puzzle game, like Dr. Mario. She beats my ass at that one too. She likes action games that have a puzzle aspect to them, like Puyo Puyo and stuff like that. How did we two meet? Different countries and everything, if I don't mind telling. Actually, you have to go back 14 years, back to the days of LiveJournal, when that was a thing. And I had a blog where I wrote some sci-fi stuff. Yeah, she's a thinker. So I had my blog where I wrote some fantasy stories and put my art and everything. She came across it and she just left a message and she just asked if I wanted to be her elf. I said, I guess, you know? And then she said, like, you're my elf now. You're mine. And we just started talking. Oh, there's someone else. Well, hello. So yeah, we just started talking. And after a few months I went there. We lived in Oslo for a while. And then we got married and came back to Canada. So, yeah, that's the story. So she's a thinker, but she can be impulsive too.
Not
and
yet, but I will.
we did
He wishes
crazy
to speak
shit.
to you.
That was really
Defensive
crazy.
preparations are his responsibility.
Everybody thought that we were just insane. First, like me going to another country just to go meet some girl I had like met over the internet. I mean, that was 14 years ago, so it was not... I'm not saying it's common now, but it's a bit more common than it was back then.
Don't mind the work.
It's just, yeah, back in the days it was a bit crazier. It wants me to talk to Avad. Oh, I have to talk to Blameless Marat. Where's Marat now? Down there. So yeah, that's how I met her. We were nerds who met over LiveJournal.
Quietly does it.
Just your average
Panicking
relationship.
City will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Well, she can be pretty creative too. She's a very crafty person. But somebody has to be responsible, I guess.
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came from Meridian.
But yes, she's
others
a very
shards.
smart person.
But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Okay. It's gonna be the end soon, I guess. Yeah, I see that I'm very close to the ending. I don't actually want to finish it now because I'm getting a bit tired. It's actually 2 AM here on in my time zone. I think I'll leave it to that for now, and I can just come back to it tomorrow. So yeah, don't know if you're gonna be there, but if you are, you can just come and watch. See how I do against Hades and Helis. So, yep. Just gonna quit this for now. Here we go. It was a pleasure having you around for the ride too. Must admit it gets a bit boring sometimes, like streaming when there's no one around. I had like very dear friend earlier for the first part, and then keep on playing it. Sometimes I'd get viewers, but they didn't say much. So it's fun to have someone who actually interacted with me. Okay, so I'm gonna end it for tonight, and I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wish you a very good night too. So thank you for showing up and asking your questions and talking with me.